Hello, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about the Mastermind board game, but I've used Python to code the Mastermind game and change it into a computer game. So this is my CSE 1024 Programming Principles project. So let me show you all. So first of all, let me show you all how does the game work. Okay. So let me show you all a demo on how Mastermind game works. So hello, we're going to play Mastermind. I'll randomly choose four colors from the list below: white, black, yellow, red, and green. So these are the five colors that will be in the game. The computer chess select four colors from this list. You must then guess the four correct colors in the correct order to win the game. So after you enter all your guesses, a list will show you which color you guessed right. 0 means correct color or wrong position. 1 means correct color, correct position. 2 means the color is not in the randomly generated list. So the same color can be repeated twice in the randomly generated list. So let's play the game, alright? Red, black, yellow, blue. Oh, okay. So you see, I entered blue, and because blue is a wrong answer, the computer prompt me to enter another correct answer. So you print out the list again just in case I forgot the color list or whatever. So you print out the list: white, black, yellow, red, and green. So I enter another color. All right. Green. So red, black, yellow, green. So we go yellow, black, red, white. So white, black, red, yellow. Okay, amazing. I took 3 attempts to win the game. So that's how I play Mastermind, right? The randomly generated list was white, black, red, yellow, and I took 3 attempts to guess correctly which color in which position to win the game. Alright? Okay, so let's move on. So how do you design the interactive user menu to help the users play the Mastermind computer game? So here I printed all the rules and how to play the game. The computer randomly choose four colors from the list below. You need to guess the correct color and the correct position to win the game. And after you get entered all your guesses, a checklist will print and show you feedback 0, 1, and 2. So okay. So here you can see user data, text.lower and text.strip. The reason why I use this code is because it gives the user the flexibility to enter any type of answer they want. They can enter uppercase, with spaces or anything. The computer won't show error. It will adjust the answer to make it suitable so that it matches the answer in the color list. Alright. So no matter if it's uppercase or with spaces, the computer will adjust it and make it suitable. Another interactive user menu I did is feedback for user. So this feedback for user I use 0, 1, and 2 to give feedback to the user so that they can improve their answers to win the game. Alright. So how do you apply lists in a Mastermind computer game, and what kind of computational problems where lists are helpful for problem solving? So I use there were 3 uses of lists in my program. Color list, the first one, I used to store what type of colors will be in my game: white, black, yellow, red, and green. So these 5 colors was in my game. So I use the color list to store its color. User list, I use it to store data from the user. Okay. So whenever the user enter the data, it will be stored in the user list. Checklist is where whenever the user enters a correct answer or wrong answer or the incorrect color, the checklist stores data so that it gives feedback to the user to improve their answers. Alright, so through 3 uses of list in my game, and I use lists, and lists were helpful in a way that it can store multiple data. Alright, it can store more than one data, so it was useful for me to store data. So how do you generate randomized values in the Mastermind computer game? What kind of computational problems where randomization is helpful for problem solving? So to generate randomized values, you need to first import random. This import random is a file from the Python library, so you need to import it first. Once you import, in my program I use this random function. So random.choices color list k equals to 4. So what does it mean is I want random choices from the color list k equals to 4, which means I want 4 random generated values. So this is the code for it. And I use randomization because, and it's helpful because When you want to make the game more interactive with the user, it's better to select random values, ask the computer to select random values so that it's more interactive and more fun for the users to play the game. And randomization also is useful in terms of um, if you want to play a game, and you can use the randomization so that you can have different answers so that you can make the game even more interesting and challenging. How do you apply decision making in the Mastermind computer game? Why do you need decision making? And what kind of computational program with decision making is helpful? So I use decision making, use if statements to to help to help my computer decide what to do when the user enters a correct answer, a wrong answer, or an so when the correct answer, the checklist appends with the value want to show it's a correct answer. If it's wrong answer, 0 and 2 and so on. So I needed the decision making for the computer game is because there's few scenarios that the game can run into. So decision making helps the computer it tells the computer what to do so that it can help it make decisions and carry out the correct code. So um, decision making is helpful when, like I said, when you have different scenarios that you need to face. The decision making program helps the computer decide which way to go and which correct code to execute. So how do you apply iterative process in the Mastermind computer game? Why do you need to create an iterative process in the Mastermind computer game? And what kind of computational problems when iterative process is helpful? So first, I use two iterative processes, the while loop and for loop. The while loop, I use it to first, if the answer is incorrect by the users, I use it to give them another chance to enter correct answers. I use for loop to capture user input because I will know there's only 4 input that I need. So I use for C in range of 1 to 5, so there's not more not less, exactly 4 inputs only. I needed to create an iterative process because I need to repeat the same process multiple times to get user input, for example, or to repeat the same code until the user wins the game. So that's why I use the iterative process. It's an iterative uh, program to repeat it. And the computational program iterative process helpful is when you need to repeat a certain code multiple times again and again, is when you use an iterative process. So how do you use a user-defined function in the Mastermind computer game? What are the advantages of using subprogram in the Mastermind computer game? So I've used the function feedback for user. In the feedback for user, I use it to, after all the guesses, I use it to give feedback to the users. So I don't have to type it again after every guesses. I just use the function so that when the code runs, when the loop runs, it will run the function again, so it will print out all the code. So this one saves me a lot of time and a lot of you don't have to code extra. So what have you learned from the programming project, and what is the future improvement that you would like to design the Mastermind computer game at the next level? So I've learned two things. First is to randomly generate choices from a list. So random choices, color list, k equals to 4, four random values from the color list. And then I also use another decision making statement is not in. So not in helped me to make the wrong answer correct. So that's the two things I learned from this project. And future improvement is I hope that we can apply this code into and use graphics to make the game more real and to make it like a actual board game. So this is the improvement I want in the future. This is the end of my project. Thank you very much for listening.